Okay, starting. Testing. Let me sit down. Okay, playing with YouTube here. Well, explain what's going on here. When I was last night talking to you at the dinner, the restaurant, and talking a bit about the cameras and the fact that I just showed you off that new camera I got, the little one, just in case the one I got, my travel camera as I call it, maybe decide to die on me. And the thing is not, it sees, I was testing out again, it's pretty easy to make it get stuck, but then I can always get it unstuck. And then I was talking to you about the camera I have that I don't use very often, that's like a really good camera for taking good pictures, for like astronomy and stuff. And sort of like say, and then we went and saw the talk about the art of the night and so forth. And I started taking my things and saying, well, yeah, maybe that I could use that as like a backup camera. I wouldn't take that because the camera I got, I can't show you it because it's taking the video. Because it's like, just like my other camera, it's fancy, it can do videos and things, but it would be a backup, not for the backpack or tramp, because then you got to carry it with you. But if I was out like trekking or someplace and the one decided to die, I could use that one. And I told you the history of it because it's an Olympus one, and I had an Olympus OM1, which is a classic, and then it got orange juice dumped on it, and that wore it out. But when I went digital, when I wanted to have a good camera, I went for Olympus because I could use the lenses that I had for my film camera that died. And that's why I went for the Olympus, and this is one of the lenses. That's the wide angle. I'm on a wide angle lens. This is a standard 50mm lens, and so I could use that. But then the one thing that's good about it is it's good also for astrophotography, because the travel camera I have now can only take pictures up to 4 seconds. The time exposure, whereas this camera that I'm talking to you on can do up to 60 seconds. In fact, you can even do longer than that. You can put it on, well, I don't know if this one you can, but some of them you just put on bulb and just expose forever and ever. So, and the older versions of my travel camera that I had, the first one I had that sort of died, used to be able to take 60-second exposures. And then I started thinking, how I like to write a lot and then send lots of pictures of where I've been, and I send those pictures as an attachment. Of course, I was experimenting do something like what Susie does, and because we have this issue, you see my mind is bouncing all around the place, that Jenny's MailChimp won't send attachments, and I could see how can I create just all in the body of the email, the text and the pictures and stuff, and I gave an example of that. But when usually when I write a letter, if I go about pictures, I don't want to really do that in the PDF, and I could put them into the body as another thing, but I send them as attachments, lots of pictures. But then, sometimes because with these cameras, my travel camera, this one I'm talking to, you can take videos with them as well, but you can't really send videos as an attachment because, they're mega huge. They're like, when you're taking pictures, it's like going at 30 frames a second. So in 10 seconds, you've taken like 300 pictures, and you can't send 300 pictures in one, because you're limited to up to 20 megabytes for an attachment. But what I have done in the past is put videos on the YouTube. And I thought to myself, like when I get up, sometimes I take a video like on top of a mountain, something like last year, we went to Canada, and that last hiking day when we hiked up the top of that mountain, I sort of did take a 360 panorama, make a few comments. And I said that as well as boring people with all my writing about what I'm doing and lots of pictures, I could send videos, because if I do that, and if I put that on YouTube, and of course I can't send that with the email, I just have to put a link in. This is what I'm hoping to do after I'm done talking to you, and say, click on this link if you want, and you can watch my video of what it looks like on the top of a mountain or something. And I also thought I could write letters and have a bunch of pictures with them, and then links to the videos if you want to see the videos. And I could even send you sort of video reports. I could instead of writing you an email, I could sit here and say, talk about a bunch of stuff and upload it, and then you see my ugly face while I'm talking. In fact, one thing I'm going to do, I don't know if I'll have the time to do it, is see if I can convert the video into like an MP3 file, an audio only, so you just hear me talking. Then you could have a sort of audio talk. I've actually done that. When I was much younger, I sent a Christmas letter one year as a as a tape, like a tape recorder. I had a stereo system, and I just talked. And I had a record player, and I played music. And I played some music on the thing because was demonstrating some music. I had these kind of interesting. Some record by Asano Tomita, who was an electronic artist, and the classic is the Plants by Holst. And there's one called the Ballad of the Chicks in Their Shells or something. And when they played that over there in Tamama in Golden Bay, of course it makes it sound like there's baby chickens, peep, 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 making noises. And the dog, it wasn't Boss, it was Bronco. It was so realistic. He thought there were little birds in the speakers. He kept running back and forth because it bounces between. So anyway, I'm bouncing all over here, but. So this is a test run to see if I can send you videos by YouTube, because nobody else will probably want to look at this, and maybe you don't want to either. But it's sort of visual record. And then I guess I should give you some news here. I've got a limit. I think this thing can only go for about 7 minutes, and then I can't talk for hours. But I showed the lens. I know if you see I'm dressed up, I'm sort of half prepared for the night. It's going to, it's not going to be that cold. It's actually a warm day for, that's what I was remarking to you last night. I think the overnight low is only 6, but I've still got full battle gear on, if you see, but I've got this thing on, but underneath here, underneath my shirt and everything, I got my thermal thing, and I managed to put the fleece pants on underneath my regular pants. I've already got the down jacket on. I'll probably do the liner glove, silk liners with the fleece, and like I say, I got the buff thing, and so, and I'll probably use wrist warmers, so I'm pretty much set. And also, this is something I got today. See this? This is what I got a bargain on this, because I was trying to get the bowl version of this, a smaller thing, but I say they were out of it, and so they sent me this at no extra charge, because these things are expensive. This is $30 normally, but I paid $20 for the bowl, and then they said, well, we said this, because you see it's got sides on it, and the idea is just squeeze it down, you see, and then it's it's not taking up so much space when you stuff it in your pack. So I don't find if we need that, so that. What else? I'll wrap this up pretty quickly. Astronomy news. I got a request today from somebody at the mental health business. I'm not sure which. They want to bring some people to the observatory for a thing, so I'll have to respond to them. We have this issue that I just set up some scouts. We're minimum of $20, $100 for a group, which is actually a bargain, because I'm getting 31 people, 26 scouts plus 5 kids next Thursday.